What's up? We are back with Brian Tracy's Sales Success. We're winding down. We're almost to the end. Chapter 18, which could have been, in my opinion, it could have been chapter number 1. And it's my favorite. It's what I personally use in everything that I do to excel and differentiate myself and elevate my business. And it says to provide excellent customer service. I think this video could be over just with that right there, but we are going to go deeper to see what Brian and also what other business leaders and minds think. Brian starts out with a quote from Peter Drucker. He says, "The purpose of a business is to create and keep a customer." Right now, what we're seeing in our current economic and business climate is that we focus, a lot of you are entrepreneurs, we focus so much on creating new customers that we forget, and this could be the death of each of our businesses if we don't pay attention to it, but we forget the keep a customer part of the equation. So Peter Drucker once again says the purpose of a business is to create and keep a customer. And so I'm going to share a couple more quotes right here, a couple more thoughts from Brian and other thought leaders around business and how to provide excellent customer service. I think this video, this chapter 18 from Sales Success, is probably going to be one of the most critical for you and your success. So make sure you like it, share it, comment, and then give us some feedback about it. The very best people and the best companies are obsessed with customer service. They are obsessed with customer service. So I want you to think about the best people that you do business with, or the best companies that you frequent or that you patronize, and see what sticks out about them. I will use a personal experience. My wife and I, we have the choice to eat anywhere we want. However, we love Chili's, but not just any Chili's. There's a very specific Chili's that we go to because of our server, Jeffrey. Jeffrey offers and he provides excellent customer service regardless of what goes on around. Therefore, we will be customers of Jeffrey for life. So wherever he goes, we go as well. Sam Walton once said, "We only have one boss, and that is a customer. And he can fire us at any time by simply deciding to spend money somewhere else." So in our world, we may not want to hear it that the customer is always right. That doesn't mean that in every instance they're always right. What I take from that phase is that we have to know who our boss is, that is a customer, and they can always fire us by taking their money elsewhere. So maintaining service excellence. You guys hopefully know me by now from watching these videos, or I would love if you guys have interacted with me personally. You know that a excellent service or service excellence is one of my 4 pillars of success. Do everything you can in a manner or with a level of service excellence so that it cannot be compared to anyone else. We're going to talk about the 4 levels of service right now. And as we talk about the 4 levels of service, I want you to think about where you and your business fall in these 4 levels. So the first one is, now these are the 4 good levels. We're not talking about lackluster, just no satisfaction at all. So there are 4 levels of customer satisfaction. The first is that you satisfy your customers. You satisfy your customers. A customer who is satisfied with the product or service that you have sold and delivered is the minimum requirement for survival. Satisfaction is the minimum. So that's sort of like being average. That's just to stay level and even in the game. So that's level 1. Level 2, where many of us are stuck at level 2, is that we exceed customer expectations. This is when you do something more than the customer expected and more than your competitors do to differentiate yourself from them. So you do more than expected and more than your competitors. So we can satisfy our customers, exceed customer expectations. Now, 3 and 4 is where we get into the money making and the business changing levels of customer service. Level 3 is when you delight your customers. Delight your customers. When was the last time you were delighted by someone that you do business with? And delighting your customers means that you start to move into an arena of fast growth companies in your industry. You do something that not only exceeds expectation, but actually delights, and I need you to listen, and brings a smile of happiness to the face of your customers. Delight. So we can satisfy our customers, exceed customer expectations, delight your customers. Now, open your ears. Number 4, this is where we must be to not only survive but thrive in our sales careers. Amaze your customers. This is when you do something that is completely, oh, this is so important, I have to start over. Amaze your customers. This is when you do something that is completely beyond expectations and even beyond just delighting your customers. You actually amaze them in such a way that they tell others and talk about you to their friends. I know in real estate we hear often that we want to create raving fans. That's what it means to amaze your customers. So what are some of the ways that you can amaze customers? The first thing, follow up after the sale. So once you know that the sale has consummated, make sure you follow up with your customer, your client, so they don't feel like they were simply a transaction. You want to keep them informed if there are any delays or any issues with the delivery of the product or service. Send a handwritten thank you note. I do things, like I said, a little bit differently. I get 200 thank you notes. I do the funky colors here. I pick them up from Target, Walmart, anywhere like that, Home Depot. No, Office Depot, not Home Depot. But something like that is a great way to amaze your customers with a handwritten note. Say thank you. Or if you want to, I oftentimes will send a video message once I finish a meeting to many of my clients, customers, and prospects. And then the fourth part of following up after the sale is to make sure that the last contact the customer has with you is a pleasant one. Even if the conversation is handling an issue or a failure of a product or service, you want to ensure that you let them know, that you communicate that you're going to get it taken care of so that they do not have any doubts, fears, or concerns going forward, and they will be amazed. So that's going to do it for chapter 18. We've got 3 chapters left. You don't want to miss those. So until next time, don't be average, be world renowned. Peace.